So tomorrow at work you may be faced with a force deal, but obviously you being you don't want to have to compromise and swap something. So what are you going to pull out tomorrow out of the bag? Out of nowhere, you're just going to take them, undercut them, and bam, you have the slide deal. And then with that slide deal, you're going to undercut them. You're gonna haggle with them. You're gonna rip them off, but they're not gonna know because you're gonna be a slimy snake. So this slide deal is then gonna look, debt collector. Of course, you're gonna have a debt collector, mate. That is you. That is your main role because you're the one that has to get the money off them. But you don't want to just get the money they owe you. You want to get the interest on top, obviously. So you want to get that good old money on top, and then you got to deal with obviously Strand, one of the biggest clients in the country. Very popular location up in London, if you ask me. A lot of footfall there, and obviously they must be rolling in the billions. So when you got to undercut that deal, you got to make sure you got putting the high price on that. And then after Strand, well, look at this. Would you believe that you got the wild card? So it's up to you. You have the option for what you want to do next. Okay, whether you want to go around doing some more deals, trying to wheel and deal, you choose. It's a wild card. Really, the world is your oyster in this situation, and then after this, you got to head down to Cornwall. Yeah, where over here you're obviously heading down to Buckingham Palace because you had the start of Buckingham Palace and all that. So you got to maybe negotiate a deal with the people. What are they called? The beefeaters. Before you obviously go and meet the Queen and negotiate like maybe a Brexit deal with her. It's up to you. You really pick. And then look at this. A bit of rent. There's going to be a few hurdles that you face in your journey, and one of them will be the rent you have to pay for using the railroads, obviously, because TfL over here, they like to rip us off, okay? Scamming little pricks, that's what we call them.
Wow, language.
They're just upping the prices year on year, inflation as they like to call it, but really they're just ripping us off. And then, look at this, would you believe that a wildcard fall? You know, you might be able to jump the barriers, get free travel tomorrow. Really, also you have the utilities. If you don't want to be paying your electricity, your water bills, then you can always just bam, use this card on them. And then would you look at that Bond Street? So after the hard day's work, you're like, let me just treat myself. I'm up in London anyway, so let me just head down to Bond Street. I've made a few million off my clients today. I might as well just splash the cash, as they say. And then would you look at that? You got to go down to that good old, what's it called, Old Kent Road and Whitechapel, wherever it is, and you got to pay the little tuppence rent, we like to call it. It's just a few quid here and there, and then you're back to work the next day and collecting the debt again off the people. And then what do we have here? Oh, just so you know, you're sick and tired of your job, so you slam that computer off the desk and you walk out the office and you never turn your back. And there you go, pass go. You start a new journey. Where do you go on your new journey?
Okay, are we done?
Look at that.
You go through the entire debt.
You got to pay rent to whoever you wish, and obviously you being you, you're going to choose the cheapest option. Would you look at that? You got a new option in life. They're coming thick and fast at this time, and there you go. You got a new job in the financial sector, being a debt collector. Because you're going up in the world and you're maybe working at one of the big four or something, you got to pay rent in the high end. Like you're probably living around Canary Wharf, Mayfair, something like that. You think you live in the high life and all that, so you're going to have a big bill. And then look at that. Would you look at that? It's your birthday. Your birthday comes along, and you being a little stooge bag, you're asking for everyone to pay you $2 million as a gift. I mean, you'd be lucky if you even have any friends to be paying you $2 million, but hey ho. And then, because of your stinginess, the rent hits you hard. Karma, as they say. What goes around comes around, okay? And there you have it. Back to the slide deal. And I think that's it. Really? That is it. There you go. We're done with this. I'm out.